Ball is teed up as rain continues to fall. And we're off and running from Orlando. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Rip, 23. Great job.
Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Lawrence working from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
24. Kill. 11, Agate.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. That's caught for the first. That one goes for 25 yards. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First and 10 from the 41.
Go. Silver.
They'll give this up the middle to ETN. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Fred on red.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. That one's complete, right side. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz, or he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And the Bills bringing out an extra defensive back. 3rd down coming up.
Here we go.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth.
Go, go! Go, go! Hey, kill! Kill, kill!
From the shotgun, Lawrence. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a fourth down stand.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
60 Eagles!
Lone back gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense up to the line fast. They give it to him again. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Here we go!
First tone of the game for James Cook. He'll cobble together a yard there. Josh Hines Allen, that time to haul him down. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready!
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And it's a nice gain, but they needed just 1 more yard to move the chains. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune.
Brought in inside the 20. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. From his own end zone, here we go. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, run! Gun. 11.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Oh, he got way too much under that one. Too high, that's incomplete.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Hey, Lion! 11, Agate! 30 left! 11. Hot!
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look.
Ready up!
First down, ball at the 36.
All right, let's go.
throwing now from the gun. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's a Jaguar first down.
Hey, hey, hey. Think right.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. He throws a bullet deep to the... He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Extra point attempt coming up. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Jaguars tie this game 7-7. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. Has it at the 11. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Go!
Give now to the running back. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
70 Timberwolves. Go!
From the 35 on 2nd down. He's going deep this time. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Ready? 70 Lions. Hey, check that. Check up.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Set. Cowboy 80. Huh.
From the 16. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Let's go now.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, every once in a while, this game of football becomes a game of chess. And how are you going to get your defensive players in the right spot, the right place? That dime defense, well, that was the right call. So many eyes on the football. And more importantly, the ability to go finish that interception.
Think right.
1st down throw, Lawrence. He beams one deep right up. It's complete. Oh, my. They left him wide open downfield. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
That's the end of one. Both teams will...
With the score tied,
We're back for the start of the second quarter. Jaguars have the ball and a chance at 6.
Hey, Jupiter, Jupiter. Silver.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Red on red.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind them, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
Hey, easy. Route. Easy. Read a 24. Read a 24.
Now 1 second before they call delay a game, a timeout comes in. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal.
Goal.
Here we go. Right up the gut. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Give him only 1 yard on that play, Brock. They're left with 4th and goal at the 4.
Well, the defense, they couldn't stop him for a loss, but they denied him the goal line at least. Now we get to see, right, decision time, one of these critical decisions of whether or not they're going to go for an all-or-nothing 4th down play.
And the Jaguars sending out the field goal unit. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. It's no good. An easy kick, but he hangs it right. And the score remains knotted 7-all.
They could have gone for it for sure, Kate. I'm sure there's some folks on that sideline asking why they didn't go for a touchdown. But they took what they felt like was a guaranteed 3 points. But that miss is a stunning reminder. There is never a guarantee in the NFL.
On 1st down, they'll run. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Let's go. 19 Tiger.
It's a design boot. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Along the sideline, past midfield. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
Kate, you know by now I'm not shy about referencing movies during a game, and that run, that was a picture-perfect script. You get the defense thinking one thing, looking one way, then bam! You surprise them with a twist, and head the other way for a big run.
Play action on 1st down. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Gets this to Kincaid. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Bills first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Set go.
Looking to the air here. Complete out to the right side. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Prime. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown. The Bills take a second quarter lead. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
They're out and set, first and 10.
Hey, Ryan. 30 left.
Out of the gun, a give to ETN. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Fits it through the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Lawrence now off the play action. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a quarterback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position and, most importantly, swat that pass away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Hey. 13, Luke. Go.
Lawrence in the pistol. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And, oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He lofts it deep left. Big gain downfield. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills take a 13-point lead. It's an Adnan Mitchell touchdown. They'll set up here for the point after. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Bills double their lead to 14. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Rip, 23. Gun. 13, Luke.
Back now, pressure on its way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
These defenders, they can just feel it. You're up a couple scores in the game, and you know what the other side is starting to do. They're starting to press, and you're going to start to see a little bit more pass. And that's when these defenders pin their ears back. They get home, and they create havoc in the sack, just like that.
Another try following the sack. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Orlando. The Jaguars have a lot of work to do for any points before the break. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They've got a man in motion.
Hey, kill. Gun.
3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Bills will take over possession. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
60 Eagles.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Bills 1st down. Here's a throw. Short pass brought in. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Hawk 70.
2nd and 6 now. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, That's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Working quickly here. From the 19. That's going to be caught by Mitchell. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Dialing up a pass here on 3rd down. And he sails that one over the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. The 12-year vet strikes true. And that makes this a 3-score game.
You know, you look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. One last play before the break.
Red on red.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Hey, easy, route. Here we go.
Throwing it just before halftime. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. On the return, here's Jones. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a Bills 1st down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Buying some time right. Finds him on the crossing route. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
He finds space for a few yards that time. Stopped that time by Jamel Dean. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Cowboy 80. Take go.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They go play action on first. Bails out of the pocket quick. Connects on the crosser. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Give them about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Hand off to the back. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills grow the lead coming out of halftime. Now the PAT try coming up. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Bills make it a 24-point ball game. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, go, go! Go, go!
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. That's Cole Bishop. And the Bills are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, no doubt they envision that as the start of a 2nd half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
They have themselves another 1st and 10.
19, target, 19.
From the red zone now. Working the sideline. Oh, he got it. Drug the feet. That's a catch.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Plowing up the middle. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Quick slant complete. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Bills grow their lead yet again. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Chooses to bring this one out. Not much on the return. Should have kept that one in the end zone as the tackle's made at the 15-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Hey, run! Great job. 30 left.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
11. Go, let's go. Same break.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. He's going to push one deep down the right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that brings up 4th and short.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Take right open, open. Go, go.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Offense in the hurry up here. First and 10, it's Lawrence. Benson's got it. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
Think right. Go, go. 13, Luke. Luke. 11, Agate. Silver.
Lawrence working from the gun. He's throwing deep to the left side. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Hey, hey, hey. Hey, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Hey, I'm gun. 11. Silver.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Christian Benford has it. Along the right sideline, there's space. And he takes this one back for the pick six. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. From his own end zone, here we go. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They're out and set, first and 10.
Red, 23. Here we go.
Now Lawrence coming off a pick. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long.
24. All right, here we go. Done. 30 left.
Trying again following the sack. He puts some power on a deep one left. Oh no, they get him yet again. Christian Benford has it. And the Bills are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right, just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his third interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Back to the line they go. It's second down. They'll try and throw it here. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out! And turnover. The defense forces the big play.
And that is the definition of an impact play from the defense. Everything been going poor.
While the new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. All set up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. This finds Mitchell, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Right up the gut. Runs it in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills parlay the interception into points. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And the Bills continue piling on to this lead. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Red on red. 11.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Connection made. Travis Etienne. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Bills are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd. Here's the handoff. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
And he got what he could there, only to the 14. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Half the 60. Go.
Back to throw on 3rd down. And his pass is going to fall incomplete.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. And 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass, and a 4th down instead.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, go. Easy. Read it. Put it. Safe right. It's hot.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
30 left.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Take right open. Go. Go. Here we go, son.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Launches one deep downfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Lawrence trying again on 2nd. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is scooped up by the Bills.
You know, Kate, that is just an awesome job by the defense. We talk about it all the time. Pursuit and effort, pursuit and effort. Pursue and they rip the football away, and then the effort for the big return on the fumble sets that offense up in primo position.
Going ground on 1st and goal. Scores! Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating. And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion. Red.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. ETN on the catch. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
11, Agate.
At the 39-yard line.
Hey, kill.
2nd and 1. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down.
13, Luke.
Lawrence to throw it. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
I think it's safe to say that without that ball being tipped, we are looking at a big game. It's a missed opportunity to push that offense, but an even better play defensively to deny the throw.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Hey, I'm gun. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. Oh, no, they get him yet again. The Clemson rookie has it. And the Bills have it as he records the first interception of his young career. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Ready?
Trying the handoff. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here we go, set.
Another carry for him. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Back-to-back carries here. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Second down now, 7 to go.
Stephanie.
Back to the well again. And he's into the red zone on that run, down to the 18. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
He's going to throw this one. Touchdown, Buffalo! So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
Now they'll try the point after. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Bills continue adding on to that lead. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Ramp 23. Hey, I'm gun.
Lawrence in the pistol. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as It's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
30 left. 11.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Finds him over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
We reach the 2-minute warning from Orlando. Jaguars trying to do some window dressing.
Decent 24.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Sink right open. Go, let's go. Sink right. It's hot.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I can already read the headlines tomorrow. This offensive line can't protect. This offensive line. But it's more than that. When you give up 5 sacks in a game, it's a complete breakdown of everybody offensively. Play caller, quarterback, offensive line. Yeah, they're going to have to regroup and figure out how to protect this quarterback first and foremost.
Another try following the sack. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Hey, easy. Route. 11. Sink right open.
From the red zone now. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So it'll be 2nd down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Go.
Lawrence looking to throw. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
This one is up and good. And the Jaguars take 7 points off the deficit.
Jaguars 14.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. We're waiting for that signal, waiting. Oh, they've got it! The Jaguars recovered! Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Hey, run! Go. Silver.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Kyer Elam makes the play. And the Bills will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Now we're on the counter. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Shut up.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Fits it through the middle. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Bills throwing 6 more on the blowout. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Bills tack on 7 more to their lead. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Lion. Great job.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. The Bills getting close, and they take him down. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. They really need some chunk yardage here on second down.
Hey, kill. 13, Luke. 11, Agate. Hey, kill. Here we go, son.
Lawrence now off the play action. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Hey, kill. Hey, I'm gun.
Lawrence working from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. So it's the Bills who come away with the win.